We also played an older title, Clank, the deck building game from Renegade Game Studios. Our first time playing it.
Yep.
And of course, we're old hands at deck building games. Who isn't these days? The twist for this one is there's a board. You're all thieves trying to break into a dragon's dungeon, get an artifact, and then get out. And they're all worth points. The more expensive ones are harder to get to. Once one person either leaves or dies, gets knocked out, a countdown begins.
Oh, I didn't know the died part.
Yes, no one died before that happened. So
no one was that sad?
Once that happens, there's basically a countdown of 5 rounds. Maybe it's 6, depending. I forget exactly.
I think it's 5.
5. If you don't make it out by then, you die, you lose. Or you avoid getting a big token that gives you a much more point value.
Well, the other big thing is that each start of the round, the dragon is going to start hitting everyone for a lot, which turned out to be the downfall of 2 of you.
Yeah, so the way it works is certain cards will generate Clank, hence the title, which is you put your colored cube on a spot. And when the dragon attacks, you draw from a bag of everyone's cubes together, so the more Clank you make, the more likely you are to get drawn, and then you take damage. So press your luck, definitely an element here. I almost, in theme, kind of reminded me of Magic Maze, only not cooperative. But you're breaking in, stealing something, trying to get out. Kind of had that same hectic feel, but it was like, there's a very interesting balance of, oh, that person made it out already. They have this many points. I could try to get more than them, but then I risk getting killed. Let's see, I got killed. Did you make it out?
I made it out.
You made it out.
I actually was the one who killed you.
Well, the dragon killed me.
But it was my fault, I mean. Like, literally, I played a card that made the dragon attack.
Yes, but honestly, I don't think I was getting out. I think even if you hadn't done that, I was stuck.
I didn't help.
I was stuck where I was for another round, for sure.
Yeah, no, I did not. It came very close. I actually lost to someone who didn't make it out. So they didn't get the 20-point bonus.
It was really depressing. I missed the... I also had a card that if you get that 20-point bonus, you get another 10-point bonus.
Yeah, no.
I missed out on that.
It's definitely one I want to play more. I want to play the more advanced side. The board actually has 2 sides, which is interesting. I'd love to see because it's definitely interesting moving around there. And what's interesting is I remember I was building my deck. I'm like, okay, this is how I'm going to build it. This would be great. And someone decided to go for grab the earliest treasure and get out as quick as you can. You're just like, huh.
Yeah.
So that engine I was going to build.
Right, yeah.
I don't have as much time as I thought I did.
Yeah, and depending on who you're playing with and how conservative they play, you got to switch up those strategies. I could definitely see a game where people didn't do that, and then they thought, oh no, the person who goes for the highest points is always going to win, but then you have to compensate for that. Overall, the game, I felt it really gave me this feeling of an old school kind of game. I don't know if I can convey what I'm trying to say, but almost like a Mousetrap or like one of those, or even Clue maybe, where there's this fun kind of playful sense of adventure of going into the dungeon and getting an artifact, or like Forbidden Island kind of gives me the same feeling, even though in this game it's tokens, there aren't any minis. I get this fun feeling from collecting something, and like I have the monkey idol, and oh, I got this cool shield.
No, I definitely see what you're saying there, but the difference is in most of those, when I think of the old ones, it's more of, I roll a die.
No, I'm talking purely from the theme.
No, I know,
feel
but what
not the mechanics.
I mean, why it succeeds a lot more though is usually roll a die, done. But in this, because you have the deck building game in addition, you're not only thinking, all right, move there. Now I also have 3 buying powers, so I can get this, which will help me move across icy caverns or crystal caverns, I think they are.
One of those.
No, but so it gives you that just that little bit of extra that doesn't make it too boring.
I think crystal caverns would also be icy.
Maybe.
Yeah, I totally agree. Super fun. Definitely a unique version of a deck building game. They also just announced an expansion for it.
Yes.
The Mummy's Curse, something like that.
It's a new board, and I assume new cards and stuff as well.
Yeah.
If you haven't guessed, you're dealing now with a mummy instead of a
crazy,
dragon.
right? I wonder if the mummy does stuff. I don't know. So that's Clank, a really fun game. If you enjoyed this video, it was just a snippet of our full-length podcast, which you can find on our YouTube channel every week. So please go ahead, like, and subscribe for more board game-related content coming at you in the future.
And don't forget to check out rollforcrit.com, where we actually sell a lot of the games we talked about, as well as post news and all our other videos. Until then, I'm Will Keeler.
I'm Jonathan Estes, and this is Roll for Crit.